second intro. Road Trip Rich had his mic off, which might not have been a bad thing. But Toll Road is here in Urbana, Ohio with
Road Trip Rich.
And we are at Grimes Field, the Champaign Aviation Museum. They've got the Champaign Lady, a B-25. No, Champaign Gals B-25. Champaign Ladies, a B-17 that they're still restoring. Gonna have some flights out today. We're gonna check that out. Got a lot of other displays and restoration and project. I think it's gonna be a good time, Rich.
It sounds like it. I can't wait. Let's go.
All right, yeah, buckle up, boys and girls. About ready to take a ride on the toll road. Not a lot of leg room.
I don't even know where would they put their legs once they climb in there?
Your knees would be up by your ear.
Okay.
Really. And the normal size they wanted was like 5'4", 5'5". But someone our size could get in there.
Could they get out though?
Huh?
Could they get out once they got in?
It'd probably be hard.
Yeah.
My problem is also, you notice the restroom facilities. You would be all covered in your flight suit,
Right.
flight gloves, helmets, all this stuff. And you would get in it when it was flying over the channel, going to Europe. You wouldn't get out, if you're lucky, until it was coming back across the channel.
So you'd be in there for hours.
No potty breaks then, huh? No potty breaks.
But the thing was, that's how they got in and out. And we have a guy, Red, he was a tail gunner. And his best friend was a Baltur. And the Germans had come in and they were attacking the plane that he was in. And somehow, a 50 caliber, there's a pipe that had gearing and stuff that had matched onto this, so it could turn and do all kinds of stuff. And the 50 caliber cut that pipe. And he saw his best buddy drop 28,000
Oh wow,
feet.
Man.
that was over in Europe.
Yeah, but we also, one of the things we're very fortunate about is people will walk in here and give us stuff. We have the only camera left in the world. During the war, when a sortie of 300, 500 planes, bombers would be up, the last 2 or 3 at the back
Right.
would have cameras so they could take pictures of the damage. After that, they then, because they'd never really taken any pictures of like Africa, South America, places like that, they used the cameras, some cameras for that, and got rid of all the rest. Came down, a guy walked in here one time and said, I got this thing, could you use it? We're the only people in the world.
Did he actually know what he had, or
He might have, yes.
or how maybe he didn't know how rare it was?
Right. No,
I mean-
he just brought it in. Wright Pat has tried to get that in other places, and they, but we have there's a primitive computer that works with this, that you could set the angle, the speed of the wind, the variance of direction, all that kind of stuff, so it would help correct the firing of the guns. Guy comes in, he said, hey, this was in Grandpa's barn. And he didn't know what it was, and it was a mess.
Uh-huh.
We have a guy in the back, way in the back, we got that new section back there. Who knows all that guy? He got in there, figured out what it was, and it was the computer that did work this.
Oh man.
And then he put it back together. How in the hell he does that? There.
Oh.
Now,
The Champaign Aviation Museum has restored or is in the process of restoring several different aircraft. The Champaign Lady is probably their most detailed project. This B-17 or Flying Fortress has been worked on here for the last 15 years. What do you think, Rich?
Okay, I'm on.
Well, we're filming you now, so we got you on mic saying you're on. This one here is a B-17 they're restoring. What's your question, Rich?
Okay, up here, you look in to the left, that's a radio, right? Where the radio operator.
Gunner, yeah.
Okay. What about off to the right?
Passengers, man.
What's all that machinery up?
You got pilots and co-pilots. You got radio operators and co-radio operators.
Would that be a navigator?
Possible, but you gotta remember with the crew in flight, they probably have to sit somewhere. Yeah. Each area of the restoration is detailed and tagged. Restoration area. Rich, why don't you restore an airplane?
What's that?
Why don't you restore an airplane?
Don't have the know-how or space or the patience.
So it's all about space. That's the only reason.
It's space.
Ah, come on. All it is a little sheet metal work here.
Oh. How many have you rebuilt?
Yeah, so far just 3, but
I know they're the
I'm
little
a busy
model ones,
man,
right?
Though, you know, I'm running one of the biggest YouTube sites on my street, so I can't spend all my time restoring airplanes. Hundreds of volunteers have put in countless hours in this rebuild. Yeah, they got every single part they've got to mark off. This must be what the finished product's going to look like. Yeah, that's the wing. Where's the other wing?
The other wing's right over there.
Back end of the B-17. Rich, you didn't just cough on my film here, did you?
Yeah, I did. I apologize.
The Mudflap Girl was a C-1A, which were the freight carriers for the Navy. The Champaign Gal is a B-25 Mitchell, the same type of plane used in Doolittle and Ray. The B-25 was manufactured by North American Aviation
and is the only airplane named after an individual, Major General William Billy Mitchell. The C-47 Skytrain is basically a Douglas D-3 airliner.
All right, Rich, ready to enter this little plane here?
Yeah, let's check it out.
There's something else here. Watch your step, buddy.
Addition and crash landing stations.
Crash landing. What do they just stick your head between your legs there and kiss it goodbye?
I was just saying crew positions prior to ditching and boarding on the life rafts.
Yeah, that's the stuff like when you get on an airline, all that emergency speech they give you, no one listens to. Bet you these guys pay a little more attention to that. There's a seat for you there, Rich.
You're the pilot, aren't you?
Please do not move controls or pedals. I think I'll be the navigator here. Go ahead, sit down in there, Rich.
No, I'm not good enough in there.
What are you talking about, man? It's made for a guy like you.
Oh.
Watch your head. Oh, too late. Hey, don't touch the pedal.
I can fly this bird.
Oh yeah. Well, you read the sign back there said restoring planes or flying planes is a lot easier than restoring them. So that's that. Get you a little view here, Rich.
Cold hard.
Say hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Good thing about these old ones here, they had sunroof. Little bird's eye view of the tire hanger here at Grimes. Sounds like we're under attack.
Dive, dive, dive. To the battle stations.
All right, Rich, what did you think of the old Grimes Field Champaign Aviation Museum?
I loved it, man.
Very informative, cool planes taking off. It's kind of cool. We had the care flight landing right as the Champaign gal was ready to take off.
Well, what I really enjoyed is the restoration part where we went in there and we could actually see what the inside of the wings look like.
You climb into, well, the one was at the 37, you could climb up into the cockpit even.
Yeah.
Great. I loved probably the admission price.
Oh, you can't beat that.
Now they do take donations though, and I suggest everybody that does visit, leave them a couple bucks. It's worth it.
All that money goes to help restoring the planes and preserving all this great history for future generations.
The history. It's great history. All right, but for now, from Urbana, Ohio, who knows where the toll road will lead to next?
See ya.